What is going on, guys? It is Devin, aka Beard Code here, back at it with another brand new video for you guys. If you guys are new here and are just stopping by for the first time, I really appreciate you guys taking a few minutes out of your day to go ahead and check out this video. If you enjoy beard content, whether it be tips and tricks, product reviews, anything like that that is beard content related, I would really appreciate if you would consider hitting that subscribe button. I would love to have you guys on board. And to all of my returning subscribers, thank you guys so much for coming back once again. You guys know that it means the world to me that you guys come back and hang out with me time and time again. But in this video today, guys, I'm going to be giving you guys what I feel is the best option for a mask or a face covering that isn't going to mess up your beard. It's not going to give you that dreaded mask beard and give you the big crazy dents and mess up your beard that we spend so much time in the morning making sure it looks its best. So stay back, relax, and stay tuned, because we're going to go ahead and give you guys all the information you guys need to know in this video, and we're going to go ahead and jump into things right now. Now, before I go ahead and share what I feel is the best available face mask and face shield covering option for you guys, I feel like it's important to go ahead and share the 4 factors that I put into consideration before I made this decision with you guys. Now, first and foremost, the mask of any sort is going to have to do a good job of keeping everything that you are breathing out, whether it be through your nose or your mouth. It's got to keep all of that stuff in. It's probably not going to be like an N95 where it's going to keep everything that's out there in the world from coming in, but we want to go ahead and do our part and keep everything that we are breathing contained and within the mask itself. So that was option number 1. It has to do a good job of keeping everything contained inside. The second very important factor that came into consideration when making this decision is how comfortable is the mask itself going to be to wear. Now, whether I'm running inside to the grocery store or running an errand and it's just going to be a quick maybe 10 or 15 minute ordeal with a mask on, or if you're at work and you're sitting at a desk and maybe spending 8 or 10 hours at a desk wearing a mask, you're probably going to want something that's pretty comfortable. You're not going to want to wear something that's going to irritate your skin, irritate your face, or just be uncomfortable altogether. That's not going to be enjoyable. So the second very important factor is, of course, how comfortable is the mask itself to wear. Now, the third option that came into consideration when picking the best available face mask is how well the mask itself stays in place. Kind of along the same lines of it being comfortable, you don't necessarily want to have to continuously be adjusting a mask. If that means you have to keep pulling it up, pulling it down, pulling it side to side, whatever it might be, I want to be able to put a mask on that's going to stay in place. I'm not going to have to shift it or adjust it all that much. I want to be able to put a mask on, set it, and forget it. So the third factor is, of course, how well the mask itself is going to stay in place. The last and final factor that came into consideration is, of course, how is this mask going to affect your beard? Now, if all of us are spending this crazy amount of time in the morning, going through our routine, getting our beard to look its best, if we're going to spend that much time in the morning to work on our beards, you're probably wanting a mask that isn't going to affect the look of it too much. You're going to want a mask that is still going to allow you to have your beard look its best after you've taken the mask off. And that's one thing that is very, very important for us. I know if you wear some masks, you get hit with those crazy dents, you get hit with the big dips. It's not enjoyable. It's just not the most optimal situation, especially if you have a beard. So the fourth factor that came into consideration is how well this mask is going to leave my beard looking its best after I've taken that mask itself off. Now that we've gone ahead and established those different factors that are going to come into play, let's go ahead and cover a few different options for face masks that you have if you're going to be going out in public. Our first option is, of course, going to be just our standard and typical face mask, just like this, a nice cloth mask that you just wrap around your ears, has a nice little ear loops here, covers your mouth and nose just like that. Very, very standard. This is going to be your most common, probably seen mask out in public. Now, this mask is far from the best option when it comes to having a beard, and it's got a couple reasons for that. One, typically when you extend the mask, it's going to wrap around underneath your chin. It's going to give you a very large dip, and it's not something that's necessarily the easiest to get out or looks the best after you've taken the mask off. Along with that, of course, with these ear loops and how tight they are when it comes to wrapping around your ear to keep the mask itself on, you're going to be left with some very big dips and dents from where the ear loops itself cross through the beard. So this option right here is probably not the best when it comes to what your beard is going to look like afterwards. And in my opinion, these are just not the best and most comfortable for breathing. It leaves me very claustrophobic. I don't like the restriction of the airflow. I don't think any mask is going to give you the best airflow options, but this one, in my opinion, very much so limits how much you can breathe, and I'm just not a fan of that. So this option just didn't cut it for me. Our next option, I actually don't have an example to show you guys, but that's going to be a typical neck gaiter. Now a neck gaiter is going to sit down, wrap around your neck, and come up, and you can bring it up as high as you would want. You can bring it all the way up to cover your nose up here, or if you just want to have it cover your mouth. However you wear it, it's not a bad option. However, the fabric of most neck gaiters are very, very thin. They're not going to do a great job of keeping everything in. You're still going to be able to get some stuff out. So it's not the best option when it comes to keeping all of the dirt, debris, germs, whatever it might be inside the mask itself. And in my opinion, with how tight most neck gaiters are, all the compression on your beard, depending on how wide and fluffy and maybe wide your beard is, it's very much so going to compress that beard down. It's not going to leave you the crazy dips or anything like that that your typical face mask will, but it's still probably not the best option for when it comes to styling your beard. Now with those two previous options out of the way and just not making the cut, the very best option and probably the best case scenario for you guys is going to be one of the plastic face shield mask coverings. Now those masks are going to do a good job of keeping everything in. They have a nice plastic barrier in front of your face that's going to keep everything that you are breathing out inside the mask itself. It doesn't limit any sort of airway restrictions. It's not tight to your face, so you don't have to worry about lack of breathing or not being able to breathe very well with a mask like that. And it doesn't touch your beard at all. It's going to come down, cover your entire face, and it doesn't touch the beard. Therefore, you have absolutely zero worries when it comes to leaving dents, messing up the style of your beard, anything like that. But with that option, it's probably not the most realistic. There's a very large shortage when it comes to those plastic face shield mask coverings. They're very, very limited and in a huge demand because of all of the essential healthcare workers out there requiring them. So you're probably not going to be able to get your hands on a plastic face shield covering like that. Now with that option not being the most realistic, rest assured guys, I have come up with another option that in my opinion is going to do a very, very good job of hitting all four factors for you guys that we mentioned previously. And this option is just a very typical, standard, and generic bandana. Most of you guys probably have a bandana lying around your house somewhere. Doesn't matter what color it is, black, red, blue, they come in just about every shape, size, and color that you can possibly think of. But all you're gonna need if you don't have one, just go ahead, run to Target, run to Walmart. You guys can get yourself a bandana for just a few bucks at just about any store. That's all you're gonna need. This face mask option, guys, is super, super simple. You're just going to take your bandana and you're just gonna fold it in half along its diagonal. Now it's very simple to set up. As you guys can see here, I have gone ahead and rolled it maybe 2 times. That's just to go ahead and shorten up the bandana and mask itself. I don't have a super long beard. Mine is about 5 inches or so. So I went ahead and rolled it just a couple of times as a way to shorten up the mask. I don't need it to hang down. If you have like a 10 or 12 inch beard, you might want to just go ahead and fold it in half. It's going to do the job just as well. But if you do have a shorter beard like I do, you might want to go ahead and roll it just to shorten up the mask and make it a little bit more comfortable for you. Once you've gone ahead and folded your face mask, guys, it is very, very simple. You're just going to take your face mask, place it right around here around your nose, and go ahead, wrap it around and tie it in the back. And that's all there is to it. It is a very, very simple face mask. Like I mentioned, guys, it's not going to be super tight and constrictive around your beard, so you don't have to worry about styling issues too much. This is going to do a very good job of keeping everything that you are breathing within your face mask itself. It's not super restrictive of airflow, and for me, this is the best option that I've come across thus far, especially with all of the COVID stuff booming again. Who knows how long it's going to be before we're able to take masks off and live a normal life once again. So for me, this is definitely going to be my go-to option. My last tip for you guys is to go ahead and wherever you go out, take a comb with you. You can keep it in your pocket, keep it in your car, something like that. Whenever you wear a mask, if it does by chance mess up your beard at all, just keep a comb with you. That way you can go ahead in the mirror of your car, as soon as you take the mask off, go ahead, comb that beard back out and get it looking its best. That is what I do. It doesn't have to be anything crazy like an ox horn or a Kent comb. I have just this nice little wooden comb that I carry around with my car. And then as soon as I take my mask off, if by chance it does get messed up or has any dips or dents in it, just go ahead, comb them out. But I would highly recommend that you guys bring a comb like this with you guys in the car whenever you're wearing a mask. In all honesty, guys, no mask out there is going to do the perfect job of keeping your beard as styled as you might like it to. But with the new reality we are facing with all of the COVID stuff going on, masks are probably going to be around for quite some time. And so I thought it was very important to bring you guys a video, giving you guys my opinion on the very best face mask option for you guys. So that way your beard can still look its best and do everything that a face mask needs it to do. Be sure to let me know down in the comment section, guys, what face mask you have been using as of the past few months. If you guys have found a different option that works well for you, let me know all of that stuff down in the comment section. I want to see what face mask options might still be available for me out there. I would love to find a better one if there is one possible, and I want to know what you guys have done to counteract any sort of face mask beard problems. So be sure to let me know all that stuff down in the comment section below. I appreciate you guys for sticking around to the end of this video, and if you enjoyed this content, please consider hitting a thumbs up button. Just lets me know that you guys are in support of this video itself, and it really helps out me and the channel, and it is definitely appreciated, guys. But that is all I have for you guys in this video, and until next time, don't forget, stay fresh, stay clean, and never break beard code. I'll see you guys in the next one.